Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will do a PCR simulation. Okay, okay, the sample. Okay, so what we do is DNA sequencing was a time consuming tedious process. Okay, analyze the sequence and find the bacteria. Okay, let's get going. Okay, first sample prep. Okay, we have a glass box, glove box. Okay, wire loop, then colony. Next, tube. Yellow micropipette, microcephaly. Okay, we add the digestive buffer to digest the sample. Okay, let's wait the several hours. After that, okay, 3 hours we let. Okay, now we heat the microcephaly tube to make sure the enzyme can use as efficiently. Okay, now this has denature and inactive. So, okay, the microcephaly, let's balance it. Okay, now let you refresh. Okay, now complete. So we can see the debris. Okay. Now we only transfer the supernatant to the PCR tube. Okay, not the debris. Okay. Okay. Let's do PCR amplification. Okay. So first let's mix the PCR master mix. Okay. Into the PCR tube. To prepare the polymerase chain reaction for the PCR, that's why we use master mix to do our sample DNA. Okay, now we are done. So let's use positive control PCR reaction tube. Okay, let's deionize the water. The negative control PCR reaction tube. Okay, for control the negative charge. Okay, now we are ready to put the it into the PCR machine. Okay, now let's PCR purification. Okay, first buffer solution. Let's put the buffer solution into the sample. Okay, all the sample into the boli. Okay, now let's take the sample. Okay, we are done for purification. Let's microcentrifuge this into the microcentrifuge. Okay, let's invert column. Let's add buffer solution to the invert column. Okay, now let's discard the first collection tube because we are not using anymore. Okay, let's put it into the centrifuge, balance it, and then wait for centrifuge. Jing. Okay, unload the centrifuge. Now we discard the column. We don't use anymore. Now the PCR product has been purified. Okay, next step is sequencing prep. Okay, let's use distilled water first. Okay, now we have the copy of the 60S rDNA. Okay, add purified PCR product into the strip tube. Okay, don't forget. Okay, now let's continue with sequencing prep. Okay, first we must dilute the water. This water into the purified PCR product. Okay. Okay, now just adding purified PCR product to the strip tube. Okay, all of the tube. Okay, now let's open PCR machine. Okay, let's put it into the PCR machine. Okay, this is the result we got. Okay, we can see the polymerase and primer. Hmm, right. Now the 2 cycle. Okay, 3 cycle. Okay, this is the result we got. Okay, this is the PCR amplification result. Okay, let's continue. Okay, now we continue with DNA sequencing step. Okay, let's open the sequencing machine. Let's put it the tray. Now, okay, now let's see the sequencing. Okay, the data is collected. The machine is collecting data. So let's wait a minute. Okay, now this is the result we got. TSC, GT, okay, GAT. Okay, now all the sequencing is done. Okay, let's continue. Okay, for the last step is sequencing analysis. Okay, you can see